Hey YouTube, and welcome back to Morgellons discussion and microscopy videos. I'm your host Jeremy Murphy, and thank you so much for coming over to my channel and helping me out. I definitely appreciate the subs and the likes. Those help me out so much to get this channel off the ground, to keep it going, and to keep the momentum moving forward, to get Morgellons recognized. When I started this channel several years ago, it was to get the information out there about what Morgellons is. And today, when people come to my channel, they often leave with a better idea of what that really is. So we've got a lot of projects in the works right now. We've actually gotten some progress on our EtherMorg project, which is a cryptocurrency. It's actually going to be used more like a token, like a ticket at a carnival ride, than actual currency. But we've made some progress on getting some technologies understood so we can try to develop that project. We're going to have a white paper on that by the end of the month. And we've got a new project that's in the works that's going to help people understand better about what Morgellons actually is. And that's really what we want to be able to do is have you send them to the website morgellonssurvey.org, and when they get there, they're not confused. Right now, when people go to a lot of websites about Morgellons, especially on the official level, it's too scientific-y. Uh, it's not really simplified for your non-scientific individual. It's not in layman's terms, if you will. If you go to my website, morgellonssurvey.org, we've always been about translating the science into layman's terms so that everybody can pick up and understand, oh, Morgellons really isn't all that and the bag of chips. It's just an uncommon skin condition that occurs in a small percentage of Lyme disease patients. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, is get that general understanding out there. We do have a lot of noise going on in the background, but like I said, when you show solidarity by giving me those likes, referring this channel out to your friends so that we can build those subscriptions, then I can hone this content so that you're getting more out of it when you watch it. A lot of people right now are confused because of the division in the Morgellons community, but it's a good thing. I promise it's a good thing. And most people, when they realize what it's really all about, they understand that, yeah, it is a good thing that we're separating and we're starting to focus, because we're coming together as a community. And we know what we want and how we want to get there. And what we don't want to do is make mistakes along the way. And so we are prepared to speak out when we see that somebody's messing with the potential for us to have Morgellons broadly accepted. So you're going to hear us get vocal about that. You're going to see who all I'm working with behind the sidelines. And in the meantime, we're going to have that EtherMore project up and going so you guys can start to engage in raising awareness with that Morgellons cryptocurrency. EtherMorg is a tool, and it's going to allow you to go out there, empower you to go out there and give people incentive to learn what we've figured out and what the science has demonstrated to us about Morgellons disease. One other thing I want to say before we bust out of here is that I'm going to be here, regardless of what happens, regardless if the things that we're dividing the Morgellons community about don't go the way that we're expecting. I'm still going to be here because I have this skin condition, but also I'm able to establish a rapport with professionals who are previously closed to accepting or even reviewing the science. I do something that Morgellons advocates of a certain cut appreciate, which is tact, empathy, understanding, and respect. I'm not going to try to compel any government health agency to do anything except for what they're supposed to be doing right now, which is watching out for the coronavirus. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to talk to doctors and scientists and parents and people who want to understand what is this Morgellons thing really all about. And I can tell you right now, it's really not about being angry at the CDC. It's really not about feeling like you can't get treatment. So if you get inside some kind of movement and they start to make you feel like you have to be angry at the CDC, that's not the direction that we feel is going to progress Morgellons as a topic. We feel the best way to get Morgellons across the finish line is to discuss the science, because that challenges minds. It doesn't piss people off, and it doesn't disrespect them. You know, one thing that I absolutely cannot stand to see happen is when somebody disrespects somebody and they're doing it over Morgellons. You know, Morgellons is nothing but a symptom of Lyme disease. That's it. We could take away the Lyme disease and Morgellons wouldn't even be there in the first place. We've got the CDC on board now about Lyme disease. They don't have to be on board about Morgellons when 98% of people who complain about Morgellons are talking about something other than a skin condition. They may be talking about aliens. They may be talking about genetically modified organisms or something completely off the wall. But to be sure, Morgellons is just a skin condition, and what it indicates is a Lyme disease infection. What do you guys think? Let me know. Please leave a comment down below. I'm definitely enjoying being able to pick back up and talk with people that have been participating on this channel for years. Leave me a like, guys. That helps so much when you like these videos, because then YouTube is more likely to recommend them to other people who might be interested in the cause. And finally, if you could, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that when these videos go live, you're the first to know. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'm looking forward to talking to y'all again real soon.